better be quiet.
Dust Bowl, take 3.
You know, I can tell you something about growing things. I was raised on a farm.
We know that, Grandpa.
Do you know why my family left Oklahoma?
No, why?
Dust.
Dust.
Yep, dust.
Why did dust make you leave?
Well, really? It was I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, really, it was more like dirt.
Our family had a farm in Oklahoma for almost 100 years. When they started the farm, they took native prairie grasses and planted vegetable crops. It's a productive farm and good living for many years.
So, what does that have to do with dust?
In the 1930s, there were several years with very little rain. The topsoil dried out and the crops died. It isn't so bad.
The native grasses of Oklahoma could adapt and survive with hardly any rain, but the vegetable crops planted by farmers would not. The way the plants were watered wasn't very good either, so the crops dried out.
So, once the crops died, you had to move?
No, not yet. It got worse.
Worse? How can it get worse than having all your crops die?
The farm soil didn't have much moisture or organic matter in it. The soil was dry because there wasn't any rain, but the lack of moist organic matter was due to the way they were farming.
I read about this somewhere. When the land is farmed, the natural recycling process of the organic matter is broken. When the crops are harvested and removed, the topsoil is left with fewer nutrients.
These days, some farmers try to return nutrients to the soil with fertilizers, or they tried not to remove all the nutrients in the first place. But in the past, it was common for farmers to abandon the land that lacked organic material and grow the next crop in a new place.
So, what you're saying is that the land would be farmed until there was nothing organic left in it?
That's right. Often the abandoned soil created an area where it was difficult, even impossible, for plants to grow again. Near Grandpa's farm, there was a lot of dry, nutrient-poor soil that could be picked up by the wind.
And that is what happened. There was a lot of wind and it picked up soil and created huge dust storms. Probably it would be better to call them dirt storms.
You know, I think I remember hearing about this in history class. They called it the Dust Bowl because all the dirt that was blown in the air was as fine as dust.
Yes, and all the dust was one of the most incredible things I've seen in my whole life. The windstorms were so fierce, they were called black blizzards.
The dust mainly blew east from Oklahoma to Vermont and New York. Some of it was lifted high into the air and was carried over the Atlantic Ocean.
So everything got covered in dirt.
Yes, the dead crops covered, farm equipment, and even the house. We sealed up the house, but the dust was so fine it got inside and covered the furniture. It was everywhere. I remember that the dust storms made it look so dark outside. The street lights were left on during the day, eh?
And that explains why you left the farm.
Grandpa was only one of the millions of people affected by the Dust Bowl. It covered more than 1 million acres of land in Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, Texas, and New Mexico.
We packed up the whole family and moved to Chicago. It was hard for a while, but eventually finally got a job in a factory, eh?
Wow, Grandpa, that is an amazing story. Dust.
Is Oklahoma still covered in dirt?
The winds died down and farmers improved how they farm, so the crisis is over. But dust storms haven't disappeared. They are an ongoing natural hazard in the world.
The end.
The end.
Very good. Woo! Cut!